Alrighty, good evening everybody. This is your flipped homework on solving very simple inequalities. Tomorrow in class we'll go over solving more complicated ones, including ones that have negative coefficients. But for now we're going to stick with positive coefficients and very simple one-step equations. So I'm going to go ahead and zoom in here so that we can see a better view. So first and foremost it says solve the inequality. Well, solving inequalities works just like solving regular equations. So you're still going to start with dropping your brick wall and then trying to figure out how to get your x by itself. Well, this is a very simple one-step, x minus 2. The opposite of minus 2 is plus 2, so we will add 2 to both sides. Here we get x is greater than 6, and that is our answer. So when we go to graphic, we're going to have 6 in the middle, and then we have to fill in the left and the right. So we have 5, 4, 3, 2, 7, 8, 9, 10. As you learned yesterday or today in class and over the weekend in your flipped homework, this is greater than, so this would be an open circle. And if it's all values, x is greater than 6, so all values bigger than 6 means your arrow goes in that direction because that's where the values are bigger than 6. Now, the trick to checking an inequality is not using the actual answer you got, because you will forget that if it's not equal to, 6 is not a possible solution. You have to choose a different number. So choose a number that is highlighted by your arrow versus the one that is circled or filled in. So let's pick, 8. So we still rewrite. So we have x minus 2 is greater than 4. Replace. We still replace. So we'll pick 9. Minus 2 is greater than 4. Recalculate. 9 minus 2 is 7, is greater than 4. Is that a true statement? Yes, it is. It is true. Therefore, you know you did it right. And remember, we can't use this number, 6, because it's not equal to. It's just greater than. So just to make it easier on yourselves, don't ever choose the actual answer you get. Choose an answer that's in the arrow section. All right, let's give the next one a try. If you're feeling pretty confident, you can give it a shot, pause the video. Otherwise, stay here with me and we'll do it together. All right, solve for b, drop our brick wall. B divided by 3, the opposite of dividing is times. So we'll whatever do to one side, we'll do to the other. These cancel out, leaving you with b is less than or equal to 7 times 3 is 21. So now to graph it, we'll put 21 in the middle. Just because I'm writing with the screen, it's going to be a little tricky. So this is 20, 19, 18. This is 22, 23, 24. I'm just going to fill in a couple because I can't write that accurately. But just to show you which end is which. Now this is equal to, so this will be a closed circle on 21, or a filled in circle. And it says b is less than or equal to these values. Well, numbers that are less than 21 are this way. So that means our arrow goes this way. Now to check our solution, we're going to rewrite. Like I said, this mouse is not my friend today. So we have b over 3 is less than or equal to 7. When we go to replace, remember, it's important not to use the 21. In this case, because it is equal to, you technically could, but I'm nervous that you guys will not remember to make that distinction. So let's use a number that's in the arrow section. Let's choose, 20. So we'll say b is 20. 20 in parentheses over 3 is less than or equal to 7. And then finally our third step, which is recalculate. 20 divided by 3 is approximately, nope, wrong thing. 20 divided by 3 is 6.7 approximately. So we have 6.7. is less than or equal to 7. This is true, so we did it right. If you're feeling even more confident now, give the video a pause, try the next one. If not, stay here with me and we'll do it together. Alrighty, drop your brick wall. 6, there's an invisible multiplication symbol there, so 6 times a, the opposite of 6 times a is divided by 6. So we'll divide both sides by 6. 30 divided by 6 is 5. And we bring down the less than, and we have a. All right, we're going to graph it. We have 5 in the middle. 4, 3, 2, 1, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's less than, so it is an open circle. Now this is a tricky one because this is 5 is less than a. I highly recommend always reading it from the variable side first. So a is greater than 5. That will make it easier for you to understand where your arrow goes. A is greater than 5. So it's all values greater than 5. So your arrow goes this way. Now to check, we've got our rewrite. So we have 30 is less than 6a. Replace. So we have 30 is less than 6 times. In this case, I'll choose 8 because it's in the arrow. And recalculate. 30 is less than 6 times 8 is 48. This is true, so we did it correct. Again, make sure you read your inequalities from the variable side. That way you get it right. Alrighty. Drop our brick wall. Oh, again, if you're feeling competent and confident, go ahead and try this one yourself. If not, stay here with me. This is a positive 4. The opposite of a positive 4 is a negative 4. So we're going to minus 4 from both sides. So we end up with y is greater than or equal to 12. So we have 12 in the middle. It's equal to, so we've got ourselves a closed circle or a filled in circle. And it says y is greater than this value, so we have to fill in our other values. 9, 8, 13, 14, 15. Oh, that's a really small 15. 16. Y is greater than or equal to 12, so it's values that are greater than 12, which means our arrow goes in that direction. Now the check. Rewrite. 4 plus y is greater than or equal to 16. Replace. 4 plus, what are you going to pick? I don't know. You could pick anything in the arrow section. I'm going to pick, I don't know, 16. 16 is greater than or equal to 16. Recalculate. 4 plus 16 is 20. 20 is greater than or equal to 16. So we're good to go. We did it correctly. Now this is a little bit of an intro into word problems. We're going to do this more formally on your homework Wednesday night into Thursday night. It says your brother has $2,000 saved for a vacation. His airplane ticket was $637. Write and solve an inequality to find out how much he can spend on everything else. Well, in this case, we're going to let x represent, and I'll make it just a little bit bigger. Let x represent, this actually is the money left to spend on everything else. So we know that the money left plus the money he spent on a plane ticket is how much he gets to spend total. So we are going to have an equation that starts out with x plus 637. And we know that it normally, if this was an equation, we would set it equal to 2,000. But if you have $2,000, that means you can spend anything below $2,000 and you can spend the entire 2,000. So that means that the amount you spent, which is x plus 37, needs to be less than or equal to 2,000. So let me go ahead and pull that. It needs to be less than or equal to 2,000. Now from here, you just solve the equation as you always do. We're going to minus 637 from both sides. Wow, that is bad typing. Well, bad writing, I guess. This mouse doesn't want to work with me today. So we end up with x is less than or equal to 2,000 minus 637 is 1,363. Now notice we're not so mean as to ask you to graph this, but we do want you to check it. So here we are, we're going to do a check. I'm going to try and use the equation editor so it's a little bit smoother for you. So first we rewrite x plus 637 is less than or equal to 2,000. Then we replace, so we have 1,363 plus 637 is less than or equal to 2,000. We're going to add those two together, which gives us 2,000 is less than or equal to 2,000. We know this is true, and I plugged in 1363 because of the equal to. If this weren't equal to, then you would substitute in a number, any number, that is less than 1,363. Hope this helps. Again, we're going to work on this more in class, so don't you worry. In class, you're going to figure out what we do when we have more complicated equations, but also what happens if we have to do anything with a negative, whether we multiply or divide by a negative, and what that does to the inequality. So I hope this made sense. If it doesn't, you know we will clarify in class, and have a good day, everybody.